You know anything about this, though? No? Okay. Looks like that's all there is to it right here, at least for now. Can't look at the trash. Have you found any other suspicious fingerprints? No? Okay, fuck. Can I go in here? No. Okay. Can I logic things together? Are these connected? Oh god. Made of rubber. No. Oh! The balloon! Oh! Oh shit, that's what they heard. They didn't hear a fucking gun. Oh my, I'm getting it. This is part of the balloon, not a fucking condom wrapper, obviously. Let's see if I can connect these two things. Vending machine, the Swiss roll comes. Yeah, okay. These bits of chocolate and cake. Could they not have come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that? May not seem like the right venue, however, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine. I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6. Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in the hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from the vending machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on the bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate it, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Obviously. It's fucking Gumshoe. Ugh. How could he not have cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Oh! The balloon popped on the fucking cactus. So that oh shit, that dude could have been dead for a lot longer. That window got bigger. Good. Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Gumshoe who brought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction where? $6, he only said he had 5. I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Pretty easy. But I mean, he obviously ate it with K. They were supposed to like switch it or whatever. Yeah, he only said he had $5 on his pocket. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found a cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. The detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, yet he did. Question's how. With little K. I don't suppose I have any more logic, right? I don't know what the pink trash is, so I can't, like, deduce that together. Oh, I can't go over and fucking yell at him? Fuck. Can I talk to you yet, again? No. Huh. You have anything to say about this? No. It's kind of relevant. Maybe bring up the bench now? No. Disturbing. Is there nothing else I can do here? No. Can I check here? No. Can I check this now? helpful. I feel like I'm missing something. No signs of this. Fire extinguishers are used in the crime. If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it? Francisca, let's not try to rust your absolute genius. Exactly. I'm using my genius right now. Let's try this. I don't have a lot of HP, but these are connected. It's the balloon. Yes! Thank God. Risky. This pink rubbery substance I saw is different from earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend on the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Then she could have, like, ran off. Investigation complete. Yeah, that was a big, beefy health boost. I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too. Alright, Francisco, would you care to share what your conclusions you've come to? Why should I do that? You're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if our conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony. September 10th at 5:15 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Points at him. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Oh no.
Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect?
In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before Von Karma.
Silence in the courtroom. Silence, I did. Mr. New Prosecutor. Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Successful Prosecutor.
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under an oath if you want.
Very well, then. Your testimony, if you please. What I saw at recess.
During the recess, I went to the restroom. There's a window on the hallway side, in other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw that detective buying something from the vending machines. When I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty, that sounds mighty suspicious to me.
Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm?
Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies, I got caught up in the excitement.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. What was he buying? Are you sure that the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor?
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat.
Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw.
What? Preposterous! My eyes are sharp as can be, ready to see through the lies to the truth. Although recently, things do seem to be a bit fuzzier than they used to be.
Clearly, his eyes are not the only thing that have come fussy.
But allow me to say that with all the honor and dignity of a judge, I'm not mistaken in what I saw.
He just sat down. Like, that's literally all he did. He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say? I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines.
Why, yes I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. He went missing. That detective must have gone into the crime scene lobby at lobby 2 at that point. So he looked in the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard, did he? Huh. Why is there a pause here? Your Honor, why exactly did you pay a visit to the restroom, if I may ask? Oh! Wasn't it obvious? What else do you go to the restroom for? Or maybe I knew it. I suspect me of some sort of tomfoolery, don't you? You suspect me. Please stay calm, Your Honor. It's going to be much harder than I anticipated. I'm sorry. Alright, I need to think things through with a level head. I'm just nervous because so much happened today with this trial. Let's see. I announced a recess and a time for us to reconvene. But having done all of that, I still wasn't able to go to the restroom right away. And why couldn't you? Mr. Faraday had been accused, so I had paperwork to process regarding a new prosecutor. Once I'd finished that, I was able to finally make a mad dash to the restroom. At least he stayed consistent on going to the restroom part of the testimony. Your Honor, did you really go to the men's restroom? What? What's the meaning of that statement? Of course I did. I simply meant that perhaps you went to the restroom on a different floor. I had to go to for such a long time. It was all I could do to dash to the closest one to the courtroom. Watch there be a closer one. I suppose that's only natural given the circumstances. I ran from the courtroom through the window, the floor's main lobby, and down the hall. Once you enter, you can see through the window, just above the urinals. It was through that window you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, correct? Yes, exactly! Your Honor, there's no need to yell, I can hear you just fine. Oh, I guess I put a little too much into that last answer. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. He wasn't buying anything. Allegedly. Can I just, like, say he just sat down? Thank you. What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Huh. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must be vigilant. Always. For example, I myself never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. That's what some people may say is a pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who's the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. You must know the uncouth bench soiler has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh, well, that's good. But who was it? We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with just committing murder. He had to go and dirty the courthouse too. Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. Well, it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench. We have not yet established that his action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbles and pieces of the chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself was unable to see out that window. Fuck you. Ah, I know I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then, it seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally understand, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Sorry, I lied. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try to say it for once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value you'd like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remember something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep talking, wouldn't he? Then might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right? More! What I saw part 2. I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. I was leaving the restroom when I heard the loud bang of a gunshot. Alright, no, that's not it. Oh, is that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts at first next time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper just until now. Now that he mentions it, it might... right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that. Oh, by the way, there was someone celebrating a birthday during recess. I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Couldn't think of it the other day with my grandson. The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway, and whether that lines up with the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details of your testimony. I'm sorry, the balloon popping. We already know that. Your Honor, about what you just said. I know, I couldn't believe it myself. Bang! When the gunshot. I heard it loud. I knew a knee-jerk reaction. Ah! Like this. Just like this. Ah! With a quick ah! Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain it yourself to me. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself. Yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know. I looked. There was no one there. This judge's emotional circuits appear to be stuck on overreact. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in his testimony. Francisco, if I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality. I know that. And that's why I said at this point. I think my first line attack will be to draw more information. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into the hallway? After I called for a recess, I ended the change of prosecutor paperwork. About 20 minutes until we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. What were you expecting? And I demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now was very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Alright, if you insist. Handgun. Where's the test? Okay, there. Here you go, buddy. Your Honor, I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Egad, I've been overruled? Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Mr. Manfred von... Look. Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite something else? Eh. I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisco. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you'd really need a stepladder or four to accomplish that. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet. I'll have you know I can still hear you just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad, and according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you just say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be. Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. Too bad. The loud sound of a gunshot. The sound of the gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention, and that piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what that gunshot, the sound the judge heard, really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. This little balloon. Pretty obviously. I found this object in the hallway earlier. Or is that pink substance? It may not look it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you'd like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene to defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. Huh. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What a manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I really don't know anything. I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true, one doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. I gotta go talk to Lil K. I want to trade these coins with you. That's it. That balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Oh no. That giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do. What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he's released. Wait. There's still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well, Bailiff. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the court. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. September 10th. District Court. Courtroom number 3. I mean, it's kind of... What's going to happen is she popped the balloon. She's crying. He goes to, like, take care of her or whatever. Takes her out. And that's when, like, whoever killed him walked in, said, hey, guys, how's it going? And walked back out.
I don't know how the gunshot happened, how they got away, but that's probably what happened. Maybe it was a fake gunshot. The window's open, so like they shoot through the window, so you like hear it. Maybe. I'm just spitballing here, okay?
What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal, I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No, no, no. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part.
Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime.
I guess so. What are you guys talking about?
In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you're not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony...
Ow!
My whip will object loud and clear. If you're found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood?
I got you, pal.
Thinking back on the state of the crime scene in the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe's lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. I don't understand why he's lying, other than like he's just fucking incompetent. But why would he lie about not being incompetent?
I came down here to see the courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. And as soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard and defend lobby number 2. And for that, or just lobby number 2. For that time, I'll honor until I heard the gunshot. I was in the hallway the whole time. And on my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal.
He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying. It's time to pull the information I need out of him. Stop lying to me, you piece of shit, dude.